My journey with the WGU actually started in Okinawa, Japan, which is basically the Hawaii of Japan. It's a tropical island with amazing food, clear beaches, and water is great for scuba diving, and extremely polite people. So let me go backtrack. Why I was in Japan. My name is Captain Carly Donner, and I'm currently an active duty officer in the United States Marine Corps. So at the time, I was a battalion S6. So I basically supervised networks and data systems for a unit of over 400 Marines. And we supported dozens of exercises across Japan with other allied countries up to the top secret level. Now, I loved my job, and I always encouraged my Marines to take advantage of their tuition assistance benefits and take classes for college. So they took that to heart, and some of them were taking classes with WGU. And so they told me about the different IT certificates they were getting, as well as the classes they were taking. And we had a kind of competition in our office of who could have the most IT certificates. And I was intrigued because I'd never heard about this program before. And it was a great way for them to get their degrees, but also get their certificates at the same time. And I thought it was a great idea. But honestly, for me, I didn't feel ready to go back to school. I'd gotten my bachelor's already from the United States Naval Academy, and I had majored in systems engineering. And if you don't know, that is a very competitive school. Basically combines Ivy League academics with a military regimen. So after that experience, I just wanted a break. And I had the other normal excuses too. I had a full-time job, I'm getting married soon, maybe I'll get selected for Naval Postgraduate School and get my master's there. Well, if you fast forward a year, I did not get accepted to that program. Instead, the Marine Corps, like the Marine Corps often does, said, you know what, we're gonna send you somewhere else. So they said, we want you in Salt Lake City, Utah. In fact, technically, my office is just down the street from here, about 15 to 20 minutes away. And they said, we want you to help run a recruiting station. My job right now is to supervise legal, admin, community relationships, supplies, budget, facilities, and a whole range of other duties for a unit that covers Idaho, Nevada, Utah, and even parts of Oregon and Wyoming. I was like, great, I'm gonna learn all these new skills. I'm gonna get to see new people and travel to different places, but the one thing that my new assignment did not allow me to do was practice my primary specialty of communications. So I remembered the Marines who again had gone to WGU in the past, and I realized that it was my time to get my degree as well in my master's. So I went and started my master's in cybersecurity, and with a lot of positive encouragement from my husband, I enrolled in the program with WGU. And with my job, because we cover such a large area, I travel a lot. I would spend about 2 weeks out of the month on the road, traveling to other states, visiting Marines in their offices, going to colleges, going to high schools, taking teachers to San Diego for workshops. In the past 2 years, I've gone on over 77 trips for my job. I've been flying, I've been driving thousands of miles. But at least I got all those diamond points, right? I'm pretty sure my program mentor hates me for all the times I forgot to tell her that I couldn't make our weekly calls because I was catching a flight to Idaho, or I was interviewing a student in Las Vegas. I would work on my projects late at night, or I would procrastinate, and I would go to sleep early, and then I'd wake up at 04 in the morning. And my office was my hotel room. I also spent a whole year geographically separated from my husband, because at the time he still had 1 more year left in Japan before he could get orders to come visit me and to live with me in Utah, because he is also an active duty Marine Corps officer. Through all this, working on my master's renewed my motivation to stay in the IT and technology field, while allowing me to revisit my values and priorities. It made me realize that even when you have 1,000 responsibilities and a wild schedule, anything is possible if you dedicate the effort and time to it. It made me realize that even with limited time, I needed to do a better job at spending time with my family, even if it was over the phone. And that's something I still work on to this day. And most of all, it made me realize I need to appreciate my husband more. He's over there in the stands, and he also received his master's recently. And also to appreciate my family, too, who raised me. If you didn't know, if they hadn't adopted me from China when I was very young, I wouldn't even be in the United States today, and I would not have these opportunities I have. So I'm very thankful to even be here in front of you. Now, with all that said, WGU has done an amazing job of supporting me and my family, and I know it has for you guys as well. But what I most of all realized from my WGU program is that it's not the certificates, it's not the degrees, or the credits that make this diploma valuable for you. It's the experiences and the journey that you took to get here. Many people who attend resident college programs don't have full-time jobs like you do. They don't have to manage a family. They don't have to travel 3 times a month. But you have all those skills. And I'm confident that you can use those skills to do great things, not only for your career, but for your family and your community. And I look forward to seeing what you will do. Thank you so much. Congratulations, and Semper Fidelis.